I may have missed the first game because I didn't add a stream delay, which makes me a little bit sad. But now we do have a stream delay on, and we can watch the game. It looks like Benzine and Clawless won the first game, and just from the wins counter over here. Not exactly sure how, because I was fixing that setting in OBS, as apparently talking to chat is just something that's illegal. You know, I can't have, you know, like that can't be happening. So now we have the game with a stream delay, 3-minute stream delay, which means that I'm practically communicating with like a billion ping, and it's going to be terrible. So I mean, I guess you can just put your live reactions in chat, and then I won't even be able to respond to them, which is going to suck. Anyways, second game here, Clawless and Benzine Preisvergleiche on Team 1, Julian and Nils on Team 2. Now, from what I understand, Julian and Nils is favored to win this competition. Most people just, you know, it's not me, but I hear a lot of other good players think that the Team 2 is better. And it was kind of shocked when Team 1 won the last one, but we'll see. Benzine and Clow, everybody opening a sniper. Oh my god. All 4 people. Absolute degenerate stuff over here. Team 1 going for an Architect play, Team 2 going for Moonshine. Moonshine, I'm kind of surprised. Normally, I don't really see Moonshine, especially in 2v2s. Mostly, it's like Hurricane and not Moonshine. Maybe even Armadillo. But I guess if you go for an EMP play, go for, I guess, lasers maybe. But lasers are also just not that much used in 2v2s. Or, I mean, they are used in 2v2s, but not everybody usually goes laser. So, it's generally better to have a commander like Warthog, because it buffs both lasers and cannons. I mean, Moonshine technically does that, but Warthog just does so much damage. I prefer it, but, you know, Julian and Nils, better players than I am, so I'm sure they know what they're doing. I just have never seen the strategy before, and I'm very interested. Double purple tech. Okay, that's actually really, like, an interesting double purple tech from both sides. Absolute mirror match over here. That means everybody can just sell off all their metal, because there's no buzzsaws going to be in this game. With 0 red techs, 0 buzzsaws, which is an absolute shame. Julian going for an upgrade center. Benzine going for an upgrade center. Are we going to see rockets played? I'd be shocked if it's rocket. I'm assuming Julian just doing this purely for the fact for upgraded mines. Going purple tech, upgrade center, maybe for upgraded mines. But I mean, I guess he could also be going rockets. I would be expecting an EMP play, not a rocket play. An upgrade center from top base over here as well, which is completely, I've never seen something like this before. Upgrade center from both of Team 1 as well. Again, I'm lost. I've never seen somebody in a professional team in a 2v2 go double upgrade center purple tech. Bottom base going laser tech, top base going yellow tech. It looks like they're just doing laser, maybe laser howitzer, laser cannon combo. And then Team 1 over here going the exact same thing, actually. The only difference so far has been the commander choice. Everything else has been pretty mirrory. Brother? No, brother, you. Oh, shit. I forget that there's a stream delay, so. Anyways, Clawless going for a, laser tech. Oh, man, is the chat's also going to be delayed by 3 minutes. So you guys are going to see it when I get to see it. Oh, that's really cool. Okay, you know what? Then I can actually kind of react to the chat. Cloud has a skill issue. I always have a skill issue. Generally, I don't play this game very competitively anymore. I'm not even in the FPL. Because Star decided that he didn't want to play with me, which is kind of fair. Anyways. Seeing upgrades, or AP Sniper from Team 2, AP Sniper from Team 1. And Benzine's going for back turbines, and Nils is going for back turbines. It is mirrored. It's just mirrored. 3 minutes. They told me it had to be a 3-minute delay. I got told I'm not making the rules. The devs make the rules, okay? I'm not about to start pissing off the people that own this game. Respectfully, it's, you know, generally pissing off the people in charge ends badly, okay? I mean, I feel like there needs to be some lessons learned here. Anyways, double fire beam from Clawless. Julian opening nothing. 0 weapons so far. I imagine he's going for a plasma beam here. He built the storages for a plasma beam. Clawless did not. Clawless could actually just be going pure fire beams. Fire beam spam would be kind of hilarious to see. Zero storages generally tends towards that. Benzene did build an extra battery, though I do not know if that's just to make cannons more efficient or if he wants to go for a later howitzer. So this is... You don't know what degenerate is. There's nothing truly degenerate in forts. I think there's some degenerate things. Like, for instance, tier 3s, those are pretty degenerate. Those ruin the fun for me. So therefore, I do not like it, and therefore it is degenerate. You know. Because that's my opinion. Anyways... AP Sniper not really able to do much other than map control. Nobody got any use out of the purple techs. Like, this man literally just sold it off. This guy built, like, nobody built a single EMP, and I'm kind of just disappointed with them, to be honest. Like, Moonshine has really good EMPs, and nobody built an EMP. I mean, I guess they could be going for later EMPs, but, like, EMPs are just they're such good harassment. Like, if you get hit by an EMP at the start of the game, it almost immediately pays itself back. I'm kind of shocked that nobody built an EMP since we on a 4 purple tech start. Okay. The Clawless found Julian's plasma beam. This is one shot to a fire beam now. No longer is, because now there's an energy shield door. I guess that's why they went Moonshine for the doors. That is going to be very, very strong. Lasers will pretty much have no effect on that now. Yep. Can't do anything. A Magna beam? Okay. I guess they're going Magna beams now. Okay, you know what? Game's full of surprises. Why not? The Team 1 going for more of a generic no Magna beam build. Though, like, this could just be a one-shot here. You know, get a cannon shot going over, down straight into the core there. It wouldn't be very useful on top base, though, because... I guess it could still be, but the angles would be a lot weirder. I don't even know if the cannons have angles that high up. To be able to get finally, you know, get it going around. Yo, back in, it's 1:53 a.m. this time. Bro, if it's 1:53 a.m., I feel like you should just go to sleep. Like, respectfully, there are some times where watching a fort stream is not very necessary and you can just sleep. Nope. Okay. Team 2 misses the first cannon shot. That's actually tragic for them. With the first cannon shots gone. Team 1 now knows what's up. Immediately defended the core. No longer the overshot. There still is a round shot where you can go like this. That technically is still possible, though much harder to hit. And now top base is also defended against that. Yep. It's going to be now the Magna beam got its one shot off, and now it's not so useful anymore. So it's kind of a great tragedy for them. For Team 2 over here, because their surprise is no longer a surprise, and now they're just defending against, and that's a lot of resources being used on something that can't be used anymore. Very effectively, at least. Double cannon. Oh. Still doing something. Though that's more of a scary thing than anything. And there Benzene just shot his own door. Professionals over here. A little bit embarrassing, maybe. Sniper duel going out. Julian losing his sniper. Map control back or in Team 1's favor here. Will you be playing ranked as well? Nah, I won't be playing ranked. I'll be not be playing ranked because that isn't fun. I actually played ranked recently. I played ranked for a little bit. I just wanted to see what's fun. The meta is Armadillo. The meta is Armadillo, map control, AP miniguns, and rockets. It is not fun. It's the opposite of fun. It is a little bit silly. Because all the other commanders got nerfed, and now Armadillo's the best. Okay, EMP! Yes! There it is. You actually used the purple tech and their shotguns. Purple tech actually came into use here. Shotguns are a little bit silly because, you know, there is no howitzers from Team 2 over here. So, you know, shotguns aren't exactly needed. But you never know. Maybe Team 2 goes for a howitzer later down the line. Julian's getting absolutely cooked, though. Like, he's getting controlled by Clawless, and he's just running out of energy. 186 energy production versus Clawless's 250 energy, but it's much better for this guy. And Clawless also has back turbines. Back turbines, kind of hard to play on this map, but he does have them now. And those are very hard to punish. And they're very cheap to defend, because they always, like, not having to defend with energy shield is actually massive, because you get so much more energy from that. Like, an energy shield uses up, like, one whole turbine worth of energy, and that is a lot. door or cannon just completely exposed over here. And, you know, a sniper attempt, but of course sandbag defense to replace against it. EMP. Another EMP lands. Do we have a laser follow-up? Second laser? Nice. Is that everything dead? Do they get both of them? Okay, bottom plasma beam is still alive. And then the cannon bases are just doing what cannon bases do best and shooting each other. That one shut down the core. Very nice shot. And shut down all the cannons. Very good EMPs from Team 2. And is that the last laser gone for Julian? Alright, almost actually. Very low HP laser, and there was one piece of wood between it and the incoming laser. Almost dead, but very nice amount of defense to defend against the exact amount they have. But Julian has pretty much 0 weapons, and this guy is not very useful right now because of the amount of pressure on it. And the Magna, of course, is not being used at all either, which is kind of a shame. Because it was really cool to see a Magna beam. So they can't, yeah, the reason I'd add a stream delay is so nobody can do anything cheating. And since this is like an official, you know, state-sponsored tournament by the devs, you know, they can't have anything going wrong here. Because this is technically a corporate event, which means that everything has to be above board and by official standards. And in my tournaments, I don't turn on a stream delay because, you know, I think people have enough respect not to cheat. But, you know, an official tournament's better safe than sorry. Because imagine the Fort scandal if they got caught cheating in the middle of a tournament. That would be terrible. And I'm pretty sure this game would lose all its viewership. Magna beam? Yes, Magna beam, though the Magna beam team is not winning. Which is, you know, shocking. Because Magna beams are very large and very... You know, Magna beams are larger than howitzers and 20 millimeters. They're the biggest cannon... They're the biggest weapon other than cannons in the game. And so they're very expensive to defend as well. And they're just not great. Especially since, like, now it's getting countered. Oh, another Magna beam shot going over here. Oh, okay. No, I mean, it's still defended. Klaus' core down at 73%. Being able to take 3 howitzers or 3 cannons from up top is impressive. I'm not sure if it's the same can be said for Dea Benzine, though. If there's a cannon shot that goes over here and then just down into the howitzer, that may just be GG on the spot. That is fair, though. I don't think the Magnum can actually shoot that far up. Actually, it may be able to. I think he changes all the background basing for that exact reason. Oh, howitzer landing. Drop the whole base. Nope. Cannon going through. No, but there's no howitzer follow-up. A third cannon. Landing. Alright, core got a lot of pressure on it and base deformity. Very nice shot with this plasma beam onto that guy's fire beam. Klaus down 1 fire beam. Julian kind of making a comeback versus his opponent over here. But I think that's largely because of pressure from Nils. Okay, can you turn off chat on screen? I can. Though that'll be a 3-minute delay between when you see the chat, which is fine. But you know, that kind of just removes the whole shtick of, you know, reacting. But that's whatever. No more chat for you guys. Okay. And another great door snipe from Julie. That's actually kind of an insane door snipe to hit. This is a mini-doored fire beam, as you can see here. So that is not an easy shot, and Julian is absolutely crushing it. Shotgun going down, turning down the howitzer, which means that howitzer is pretty much out of the game. Okay. Benzine choosing to actually focus on bottom base, though this did replace all the doors. There is 2 doors between this cannon and death. So if, you know, if Nils has some insane aim, you can punish that. Nope. Okay, he changed it around. Now it's no longer that case. And overshot on the enemy cannon there. That's kind of rude. But nice shot regardless from Benzine. And it's looking actually kind of even now. Klaus has 4 plasma beams. That's a respectable number for sure. And Julian, in contrast, has 2 fire beams, 1 plasma beam. And then this fire beam isn't exactly that useful. Actually, I think this is a defensive fire beam. This fire beam, I think, is just for defending against cannons going over the top. Since it's delayed 3 minutes, the chat on screen is kind of useless. That's fair. I can see the idea behind that. But yep, defensive fire beam going down, defending top base from the cannon shots going down. Now I imagine what Benzine does in this situation is just start shooting bottom base. Like if there's a fire beam that does that, you just shoot the fire beam instead of shooting the enemy. That is mostly the correct response, and that's exactly what Benzine is doing now. He's just decided that bottom base has to go, so that's changing all the cannons to shoot down there instead. Owls are going for bottom base. Gets shut down by the gunners. Shotgun not even needed. Second cannon shot going directly for the lasers on bottom. If team 1 can shut down the lasers down here, that'd be kind of insane, honestly. Because that'll remove all the pressure off of Clawless, and you can probably indiscriminately just kill Julian. As long, I mean, if top base kills all the energy shields, because like if the cannons kill the energy shields, that'd be kind of rough. And also, if the lasers go down, that means all of the mines are exposed. So if this laser dies, that means all of these mines can be deleted. And then once all the mines are dead, it's kind of just GG. Remove the chat overlay. I did. I know you guys have a 3-minute delay, but I'm trying my best over here. Aren't howitzers smaller than 20 millimeters, though? They are. Howitzers are very small. They're even smaller than 20 millimeters, which is a little bit silly considering the fact that they are like the single most damaging projectile in the game. That's I guess you can make an argument for nukes on certain situations, but mostly it's just howitzers. It's silly that they have a very, very small hitbox. Even smaller than, like, EMPs and flax, which is a little bit like, should it be like that? Hey, it's fine. Howitzers aren't exactly that overpowered. They don't see very much use because of their easily counterability using manual AA. Oh, very nice door snipe. Almost a second door snipe there on the other plasma beam. This is a very exposed core, actually. This is kind of dangerous for Julian. Gets a double plasma beam that right there, he may be dead. Though, Clawless just needs, can you get that second shot? Oh my god, Julian about to go down? And he's gone! Okay, impressive sniper plasma aim from Clawless. And triple EMP cannons from top base. Rushing, yeah, shutting down a few of the mines. So I don't think at this point it's going to matter. I mean, Architect does have cheaper wood, which means that defending against dying is a lot easier. And no more Magna beam. Magna beam is dead, which means that half of the bullshit angles you can go through is no longer available. You can't just go around all of the enemy defenses anymore because no more Magna beam to do that with. Very nice cannon shot to stop the howitzer there. It would have done a lot more damage had he not fired that. Though Nils is only one person, and now he's fighting 2 people. And so unless he gets some insane door snipe, I do not... Oh, is that GG? 2 cannons down to 1 cannon. And his last hope is pretty much just a door snipe here. Okay, it's all burning to death. Please, Nils, don't burn to death. Be a little bit sad if that's how you died. Failure to put out a fire. I perfectly aimed plasma beams directly on the door there. Howitzer coming up. Cannon follow-up. Anything follow-up? You just out of energy? No, you have Benzine has full energy and reloaded cannons. I'm not exactly sure why he isn't firing here. He has 18,000 energy. Benzine, you go AFK? Or maybe he's waiting for the howitzer. Okay, maybe he's waiting for the howitzer. No, he's not waiting. Why didn't he just fire it earlier? Okay, I don't know. I feel like there was a perfect opportunity just to kill Nils at that point. All the cannons were reloaded, but nope. No, he wanted to wait, and he uses 1 cannon shot to shut down the howitzer. Oh, was that all of his mines going to be deleted off? There's 3 mines. Yeah, that's pretty cooked. And he went laser tech? That's kind of shocking. I mean, I guess he was going for a plasma beam to door snipe, but I mean, well, let's be honest. And there goes this last cannon. Still technically has a plasma, so technically has a chance if he drops this cannon or drops one of these cannons, could drop it the whole base, but it's looking pretty over. Pretty resignable. Alright, 2 doors in front of the plasma beam. Base is a lot of blinking struts for Nils. A lot, actually. Here and here. Though there's a lot of stability tech, so I don't think he's going to die, but it's still looking a little bit risky. 5 pieces of wood. No, 6 pieces of wood. Between him and his plasma beam, he gets immediately door sniped. That is sorry to see. And that is dead. GG. And there's 20 millimeters that are exposed. That's just BMing right there. A little bit rude. Another game goes to Team 1, 2-0. I know I missed the first game because I messed up the stream delay. I'm sorry for that. But second game goes to Team Benzene and Klaus again, which is kind of shocking. I was not expecting that. A lot of people said that Nils and Julian had this in the bag, but no. No finals equals no education, no job equals no computer equals no stream. I already did my finals. I did my finals. I finished all my finals, which is so good. It's so good. I'm so happy that I did the finals. Now I can just vibe, do whatever I want. Sleep all day. Assignment graded? Calc? Oh, I can check my Calc final live while I'm waiting for the next game to happen. I'm either about to become very happy or very sad. Which is, you know, great. It just really asked me to log into my... Oh, is this what? Okay, it's asking me to log into my school account. I did this morning. Very, tedious. I guess if his classes end early. No, my university does it weirdly. Like, they have... Like, it's a quarter system. So it makes it so that the first semester is really short. Or first quarter, like, because most people have, like, their first semester before winter. My university has 1 quarter, like 1/3 of school before semester, so it starts later and ends earlier than most people. So a lot of people still have finals. I don't. I started a university on September like 22nd, and it ends like December 10th. So it's extremely short, but it's only a third and it's not a half. Like a lot of what other people have. Like, other people generally have, like, 20 more days of instruction. I don't. I have, like, 40 or something. Maybe 50. Maybe 50. Commanders, please. Oh my god. I got a B on the exam. I'm happy. That's all I needed for an A on the, on the class. So that's pretty good. That means I'm not going to fail college. I just needed a B in the class, and I got a B on the final exam. I got a 71 out of 85, which is, you know, not exactly like I'm batting 100 over here, but that isn't terrible. That's all I needed. And because I did well in the midterms, I'll be fine. And then all my other 2 classes, I got both A's in, so my quarter done. What maps are we going to play this stream? I don't know. I don't know. They're just doing the 2v2 maps. I don't know if there's an exact order here. But it's just 2v2 maps. Whatever the devs want. Not exactly sure. Nils failing to build the correct backlean for his turbines there. There we go. Now he's got it. This is going to be some insane backlean. You can tell because of the steepness of the turbine slopes. Cloudwallace rather just going straight for double turbine, no backlean clownery. And waiting for Nils to do some insane stuff right here. Let's see. Now, that's not enough back. You need even more backlean, Nils. Though you have to make those flat. You're not going to make them flat? If he doesn't make them flat, I'd be shocked. Okay, opening a sniper. Team 1 opening a... Okay, everybody... 3 snipers from Team 1, 2 snipers from Team 2. We're seeing Armadillo versus Architect. Which is very good. I mean, Armadillo is very, very good for snipers, because sniper doors instantly opening and closing means that you pretty much automatically win a sniper duel, because the door will close faster than the sniper shot can travel across the map. It's a little bit silly that you can't pretty much, if the other person knows how to play Armadillo snipers are pretty much unsnipeable. So that's kind of rough, the fact that they're, like, Team 1 should just give up contesting the sniper game entirely. There's nothing they can theoretically do against Armadillo snipers, because by the time, like, if this guy fires a sniper, you respond to door snipe that sniper, the door will close faster than you can shoot it, which is just, I mean, like, it was one of the strongest aspects. Between an accelerator or a concentrator, which is better? Concentrator, 100%. Like, a concentrator is actually useful in some cases. Accelerators are just take way too long or are way too clumsy to set up. Like, concentrators, you just need to put 3 laser beams down in a portal, and then you have a concentrator. An accelerator, you need to set up a whole ass base design and space, and you build the, then you build the, it costs so much energy. Accelerators are actually quite simple to make. relatively to not accelerator. Constrainers is quite simple to make relatively to an constrainers are relatively simple to an accelerator. Exactly. There's just so many large words I'm getting confused. Anyway, Cloud is going for an upgrade center. Nils is 0 tech as well. Is this just gonna be a full eco? 8 mines, 5 mines, 5 mines. Top base on team 2, going for purple tech upgrade center, laser tech. Team 1, purple tech upgrade center. No. Okay, there's the blue laser tech. Did I say yellow tech? I meant laser tech. My bad. But yeah, team 1 is now significantly actually far behind because of the sniper duel. Like, they lost so much money just because of the armadillo snipers and the fact that they weren't able to contest it. It pressured this turbine, and they lost a couple snipers they spent a lot of money on, which is rough for them. But good for team 2. And team 2 is immediately going for an upgraded sniper. Armadillo upgraded snipers on active can penetrate 2 doors. It can be a little bit silly sometimes, especially when you're playing lasers, and the other guy just builds like an armadillo upgraded sniper, gets active, and then kills your laser through 2 doors, and you're just like, really? I have to build 3 doors now? This sucks. What's my major at university? Actuarial science. It's like, and I don't expect you to know what actuarial science is. Actually, yesterday, I went out to dinner with my little brother, and like, you know, somebody asked me for my major, my little brother goes like, what's that? I'm like, come on, bro. I'm your brother, you're not supposed to know this stuff. But no, it's financial mathematics, essentially. It's risk mathematics. So I actually have to do good in math. So, and I did well in math. I got a B, which for the amount of hours I did just slept in that class. AP snipers do one-shot howitzers here, which is extremely scary. There goes one shotgun. Don't one-shot howitzers. These are one-shot shotguns. So this shotgun is also completely one-shot. Second shotgun gone. Julian is getting absolutely owned by the snipers this game. Lost 2 snipers, 1 turbine, and now 2 shotguns as well. The amount of money top base is lost because each shotgun is 350 metals. That's 700 metal in total. Plus two snipers is 900 metal. Plus a turbine is 1100 metal. Plus all the energy lost from not having the turbine, and those are just exposed mines. So these 2 snipers did 1100 metal worth of damage, which is just kind of insane, to say the least. AP sniper from Nils down here, killing top base's AP sniper himself. These are both single doored though. AP snipers can kill each other right here, but I don't think either of them know that the other guy only has single doored AP snipers. They're just assuming otherwise. EMP from Nils and EMP from Clawalis, exact mirror match again. And top base going lasers, and lasers from this guy as well. No portal nukes this game. Looks like bottom bases are going to go for... This looks like, I imagine it's going to be howitzers, maybe 20 millimeters, or maybe even cannons. Actually, these look like cannon boxes from the size, but these could be howitzers, those could be 20 millimeters. I would expect howitzers, just because of the close range map setting, but, you know, maybe he just finds that too risky. Howitzers can be kind of risky to play, especially when you know the enemy has laser tech, or purple tech upgrade center, which means that easy shotguns going down. So, you know, actually, yeah, so that probably just means cannons, right? Nope. There's the storages. That's going to be a howitzer for bottom base. And maybe you just build the box larger than it needs to be to insinuate he's going a cannon. So then team 2 is expecting a cannon, and then they get a howitzer instead. I know people that do actually build the boxes larger than they need to be to throw the enemy off. Because good players will check the size of your boxes to see what enemy what weapon you're building. That is just something that does happen. AP sniper going out, killing Nils' AP sniper. Nils now selling off the EMP. I guess you just didn't want to build the second door on that. That's fair. And then Benzene as triple one fire beam double plasma versus 1 fire beam double plasma as well. Complete mirror. Though that said, Benzene does have more infrastructure in the back. 5 turbines. No, it's 5 versus 5 turbines. Wait, what? Julian actually completely caught up in the game. Actually, no. Benzene still has all of his techs. Julian does not. Okay, that's the difference. That's where all the resources went. Is that extra? Yeah, Benzene has an extra 1,000 metal in techs right here, and Julian has 0 techs. Though he does have all upgraded mines, which is all that really matters, because you can just get more turbines in the back. Getting upgraded turbines is useful, though upgraded mines are more important. And you can generally just build more turbines in the back if need be, though it can get a little bit constrained on this map specifically. Cannon going down. Cannon versus Howitzer. Howitzer cannon going out for Nils. Nils getting a shotgun. This guy, three batteries, one metal storage, or double metal storage, which means Howitzer probably for Clow Allis as well. Looks like he's going for cannon into Howitzer instead of Howitzer into cannon. Howitzer into cannon's more common, but I guess he's feeling a little bit special today. Placing now his own flak. I guess he's going for a shotgun himself to counter this guy's Howitzer. Kind of shocking that he knows it's a Howitzer, but I mean, I guess you can assume on this map. First few laser shots going out. You know, pressuring Benzine over here. Julian. And there's a little bit of sniper control. So I'm really interested in what Benzine is going to do with these extra techs. Because, I mean, you must have kept her on Purple Tech Upgrade Center for something, right? You will be able to calculate the eco of the enemy and win. Yeah, I'm able to, like, get out a spreadsheet in the middle of a sports game and start calculating the risk that somebody is going to build a howitzer. That's exactly what I'm going to do. I saw a TikTok about it. I heard it's very hard, but pays well. Exactly. No, I mean that is generally how I feel like you get employed. Is you do something nobody else wants to do, so then like somebody will hire you to do it. Anyways, first plasma beam going down. That puts the momentum very much in Team 2's favor, as you know after losing that minus 1,000 metal, another Magna beam. The Magna gamers over here, bro. What the heck? I mean, I guess like the idea is try and one-shot Benzine, get a cannon shot going up here like this, pull it up straight into the core. I think that's the idea for Team 1 over here. Cannon door snipe, drop the second cannon. Will that kill the strut beneath the cannon? It's on fire. It's on fire. Okay, 1 HP piece of wood there. If that piece of wood had died, blows up the cannon as well, and that would probably been GG on the spot. But no, he keeps his cannon, because without the cannon, there would be no use for the Magna beam, because, well, you know, with zero cannon, there's nothing to pull up with the Magna other than the howitzer, but the howitzer you can just counter with a shotgun, so it's not very useful. What exactly makes Armadillo good and also Architect? Armadillo, fast-moving doors, cheaper metal, and on active you get 75 or 50% cheaper repair and faster repair. So on active, get better repair, cheaper metal as well, and fast doors, which makes Armadillo very strong in good games where door sniping is very common, especially in laser games. In laser games, he's absolutely terrifying, purely for the fact of the fast-moving doors. You can easily counter door snipe enemy lasers because you can just immediately open your doors and counter door snipe. Architect on active gets faster build speed, 300% faster build speed, so 4x pretty much. And other than that, cheaper wood, cheaper and faster building wood, 20% cheaper wood. So all this wood damage he's taking here, that he gets 20% off the repair build because it's all wood, and he also gets insta build pretty much on active. For wood specifically, which is extremely nice. So they're both playing very defensive eco commanders here, which generally means it's going to be a kind of a longer game into heavy eco, which both teams are doing. Clow Wallace built all the storages he needed for a howitzer, and then never built a howitzer. I mean, I guess when you see that the enemy has double shotgun, it's kind of a troll then after that to build howitzer. But damn, okay, almost drops the base just by killing the support structure up here. Clow Wallace then shutting down both howitzers with his shotguns there. Very nice. Loses one of the shotguns, which means that the double howitzer is going to be very dangerous. Alright, do we see a perfect laser follow-up? Okay, lost the fire beam, but kept the batteries in the back alive. If those two batteries had gone, I imagine that would be very dangerous for Julian up here. But yeah, momentum still heavily in Ben's and Team's 2 favor, and there's double shotgun from top base, which means those howitzers are probably never going to land without like a fire beam down here. Actually, that fire beam is kind of perfect. Fire that fire beam across the map, stops the double. Yep, stops exactly that. And there's Clow Wallace gone. Insane double howitzer, very well shot from Nils down there. Drops the whole base, and I imagine that's just GG. Very intelligently placed. Fire beam, though this fire beam was completely exposed. Team 1 or Team 2 could just see this fire beam and then they just didn't punish it. Like, this is exposed, you can see it because it's sticking out the back here. Like, if Team 2 had a sniper to here, this thing would have been absolutely punished, shut down, but no sniper, no gaming for Team 2, which is a little bit of a shame. I'm kind of rooting for Team 2 here because Julian and Nils are very, very strong players and the top of the ranked leaderboard, the both of them. So I'm kind of like, respectfully, I know that Klaus and Benzine have, you know, won the past 2 games, but I still consider them the underdogs here. Okay, pressuring the stability tech for top base here. I'm pretty sure both bases are reliant on the stuff up here. So if that stuff does die, a big risk for them. Okay. And we see another set of, looks like we have, okay, sandbags going down just in time. But there is also a crap load of stability tech here to make sure I think that he doesn't die. I think he'll be okay just because he even built an extra foundation node. EMP shutting down all of the lasers. That is a very, very good EMP. Slowing him down, giving his teammate time to build up the connection there. Make sure he doesn't fall over. Shotgun shutting down the EMP there for him. You know, who needs a gunner when you just have a shotgun to counter EMPs? And even the normal rockets. Okay. Yeah, I mean, Team 1 has just completely taken map control here and are now abusing that with completely exposed rockets, exposed fire beams, and yeah, it's rough. It's rough. Team 2 has lost pretty much everything other than the fire beams, or lasers rather. There goes the last shotgun. 0 AA left for Team 2. And the plasma beam survives that. Very nice. Very nice defense from Julian. Selling off the cannon as well. Okay. Besides that it has 0 angle. He's just going to go pure rockets here. It's the best of how many? It's the best of 7. So, as is going to be, it looks like it's about to be 2-1. It's first to 4. So, I mean, after Team 1 wins this, then it's going to be 2-1. 2 in favor of Bog, otherwise known as Row. And Gold is at 1 win currently. Alright. Fire beam didn't do really much there. I imagine he meant that to help the rockets, but bad communication and mistime. And then completely exposed plasma beam, single doored. And there goes his fire beam for Benzine. Down to 4 mines as well. And team, I mean, look at this. He's flexing all of exposed weapon. Double exposed 20mm. Exposed. Shitload of exposed weapons down there. There goes his last plasma beam. Yep. And he can't even door snipe anymore. That's kind of his last hope gone. Now he just has to wait for death. Pretty much. Well played. I mean, unless, like, Team 2-1 collapses themselves somehow, but, like, that's not happening. They're not... I don't think they're doing that. Alright. All the batteries exploded. Another set of rockets coming in. Alright, selling off the laser tech. And selling off all the other techs. He never really used the... I mean, I guess he used the extra techs for some shotguns, but... I don't know. I feel like he could have sold those off for more weapons like his opponent did. His opponent came back by selling off all of his techs for extra weapons. Like, if Benzine had sold off all of his techs for an extra, plasma beam, that would have been pretty nice. Anyways, decided to shoot himself. He put a shotgun in his mouth and pulled the trigger. GG. Alright, 2-1 in favor of Benzine. A little bit of a comeback from Mills and Julian. Hey, do you read webtoons, and can you... And if you do, can I recommend Combat Ward? I don't read webtoons. I read Calvin and Hobbes, though, occasionally. Whenever I'm feeling a little bit sad, I pull up some Calvin and Hobbes, and then I'm a little bit happier. Calvin and Hobbes can always, like, it just puts life in perspective sometimes. Like, you know... And sometimes a little bit of a depressing perspective, like, oh, after this, I'm probably just going to go to an office and work there for like 40 years, and yeah, that's pretty much it. The fact that, okay, but you said you learned about my major on TikTok. Was it actually like I'm always like a little bit hesitant when somebody says they learned something through TikTok. Because I mean, like, there's always those like finance TikToks that everybody makes fun of, and I'm assuming that just represents the rest of the platform. See, I'm not on TikTok. but I imagine all the information there isn't exactly 100% true. Mainly because I don't think, like, because at least on YouTube, when some guy goes online and says something stupid, there's always, like, the other people that go around saying, like, this guy's stupid, right? And then you see those videos as well. Particle accelerator. Bro, I'm casting a stream. How exactly am I supposed to accelerate something when I'm casting? Like, I'm supposed to tell one of the two competitive teams to, can you please build an accelerator during your match and throw the game? I'm sure everybody's gonna be very happy with this. Anyways, on to game 4. Nils and Julia on team 2 this time. Benzine, Klaus in team 1. And we're seeing a Moonshine mirror match. This is going to be actually really interesting. Moonshine, the main reason people play Moonshine right now is because lasers are meta. And Moonshine has energy shield doors. And energy shield doors completely counter lasers. So, you know, if both sides build energy shield doors, this could get very entertaining really fast. So that's assuming that everybody spams lasers and doesn't just build cannons, which can't happen here. You think it's over? That's fair. Oh, you're talking about the last game. But this game isn't over at all. Both teams going for... Actually, Cloudwall's going for a back turbine here. Back turbine is actually not something that I see very often. It costs a lot of money to expand backwards. You have to build an extra foundation node, build up a lot of extra infrastructure just to get one extra turbine. And you can just build a second turbine on top almost instantly. Benzine, just immediately expanding downwards. It looks like he's just going to go full eco here. Julian doing full eco as well. Expanded downwards, double turbine. I mean, yeah, okay. Everybody's just going full eco. Yeah, no text yet, right? What time is it? 1 minute, 16 seconds. And not a single tech to be seen out of either side. Everybody just is deciding that building endless amounts of mines is rather the way to go. You finally caught the stream? Right, nice. You caught the one stream where I can't interact with you guys because I have to add a 3-minute stream delay. Yeah, this is a little bit sad. No. Anyways, Nils going for a purple tech. Klaus also going for a purple tech. Julian going for a purple tech. And look at that. Benzine going for a red tech upgrade. So that's actually kind of odd. I mean, I guess we could be technically seeing mortars, but I imagine what he's doing here is he just going to build laser tech and then sell off his red tech later. Like, I imagine that's what he's doing. Maybe he goes for a middle buzzsaw support weapon to threaten this. But the fact that there's no buzzsaws on Team 2 side is very convenient for Team 1. Merely for the fact that Benzine doesn't have to worry about this connection being cut off for his mines and this connection being cut off for those mines down there. Because keep in mind, if one buzzsaws cost 200 metal, one foundation node costs 50 metal. This in total costs around one buzzsaw. So buzzsaw hits right there, drops this whole thing that gets value, and then you still have 2 more shots. You can drop this and then also threaten a bunch of other stuff with the buzzsaw. The fact that Team 2 has 0 buzzsaw potential is very nice for Team 1 here. But anyways, first purple techs come up. Klaus goes for a yellow tech, munition plant for cannons, maybe howitzers, maybe 20 millimeters, and Nils goes for a laser tech. Okay, more variation. Oh, double laser tech out of Team 2 here. This is actually going to be really bad for Team 2, I think. Because this is a Moonshine mirror match. Having no ability to shut down energy shields outside of maybe an EMP or rockets is kind of rough. Speaking of rockets, Nils placing down one of his own rockets. Klaus opting to expand energy production. I imagine he's going to go for upgraded mines here. I imagine this is also a howitzer play. This looks like a howitzer play. I imagine this is going to be a howitzer play. From Klaus, and Benzine going for that buzzsaw, double-doored buzzsaw even. I guess he's a little bit scared of an AP sniper, which is fair. AP snipers are pretty common. AP sniper right here, going up. Double door will get use here. AP sniper from Klaus as well, though everything from Nils is double-doored and disconnected from the bottom base, though that didn't really do much, gonna be honest. Kind of disappointed buzzsaw there. Not exactly sure what Nils can do with the laser deck. I guess he could be doing laser rockets. Oh, Klaus opting for an EMP. I was expecting this to be a howitzer setup, but nope, he's opting for an EMP. This looks like a howitzer strut right here. That looks like a strut you would place a howitzer on. I'm kind of shocked it isn't. Maybe built an EMP in front, howitzer in the back. That would be the first time I've seen it, but I guess it's possible. Fully upgraded mines from Benzine, fully upgraded mines from Julian, upgraded mines going out for Nils and Klaus. It's 2:30, so I hope you release a new vid soon. Bye. See you. I'll get a new video out eventually. I actually recorded one yesterday. And my editor, or my thumbnail drawer, I don't have an editor. I am the editor. The editor has already done its work. The thumbnail drawer has yet to respond to my Discord DM. So, it's looking pretty good. It's looking pretty good. Yeah, full eco game. Laser going down here for Julian. Same thing for Benzene. Munition plan hasn't been used at all. Is there a laser going? Nils hasn't placed down a laser either. Well, the bottom bases look like they're a little bit strapped on resources. It makes sense. They're both under a lot of pressure considering the EMP stuff. And back bases kind of divided. Both going for double plasma. No fire beams to be seen on the board yet. Is it going to be finally a howitzer placement here? There's a sniper. Klaualis does have a lot of resources saved up. And he does have the storages for a howitzer. This does look like a howitzer play here. I'd be shocked if it wasn't a howitzer play. Look at the range on the map. It's like they're 2 feet away. Howitzers would be very hard to shoot down without a shotgun. I imagine Node's gonna go for a shotgun here. Once he sees, I mean, he probably already knows it's a yellow tech because it was exposed when it was built, I think. So I imagine he's gonna get a shotgun here eventually. Anyways, double fire beam plasma down for Nils, and still only a double plasma beam for Julian, and for Benzene, mini doored energy shields. That's actually very smart. I guess he doesn't want to get door sniped. That's fair. I'm a little bit scared of that. Anyways, selling off the EMP to give the plasma an ability to actually shoot, and the double fire beams on top to help out. Actually, perhaps even maybe able to one-shot Klaualis here. Because Klaualis has 0 energy shields down, and it's looking kind of risky for him. Klaualis, okay, he built a cannon, he built the storages for a howitzer, and then never built the howitzer. Which is kind of a little bit of a waste of resources. Those resources could have gone somewhere else, but who am I to blame him? Probably knows what he's doing more than I do. Okay, all the EMPs are being shut down. That's actually going to be really rough for Team 2, because they have no ability to actually kill these lasers. I wonder if Team 2 even knows it's like, I wonder if either side even knows it's Moonshine on Moonshine right now. Because Moonshine on Moonshine can be kind of cancer. Alright, Cannon getting a door. Klaualis sitting at very low amounts of resources. It's kind of shocking that Nils has so many more weapons than him. Like, Klaualis has 1 cannon, which costs 900 resources. That plasma beam alone costs 1,000 plus 800 from the fire beams. I'm not exactly sure what all of Klaualis... I guess he put a lot of money into his defenses. He built a lot of gutters, doors for the gutters, sniper doors and stuff. I guess that's where all his metal went. Benzene going for a plasma beam back here. I mean, I guess this could be an AA plasma beam. Maybe it's just a pure door sniper plasma beam to get an angle on this singular plasma beam. Because you can't really shoot much else but that plasma beam. But I guess if you just get it very back sneakily, try and get a door snipe on that one plasma beam, it's valid. I bought forts because of you? Oh my god, and you both convinced your friend to buy forts because of me? Man, okay, so what I'm hearing is that I should start demanding a cut of sales from the devs. Because I'm doing advertising for them, I should at least get a cut, right? Maybe add a creator code to Fort, so every time you buy one of the elite HUDs or pro HUDs part of the DLC, I can be like, yo, put the creator code so then I get money. But I don't think the devs are gonna do that. They're too busy hiring a social media manager that doesn't do much other than edit shorts. Which, like, you know, I don't think you need like a full salaried employee to do that. I'm pretty sure you can find some random guy on the internet to do that for you for like $3. Oh. Shut down energy shields. Going for a sniper shot. And a sniper shot back here. He didn't get this part covered. That's absolutely criminal. What? I didn't realize that was ever a shot that was able to be hit. But insane sniper shot from Benzene from the top here. Getting that sniper shot over, not over the top over here, but back here. That is a very, very small angle. Okay, there's the howitzer. I'm not going insane. Anyways, Team 1 kind of struggling here. Can't really deal with the energy shields because of lack of anything but a laser tech. I mean, they can't deal with any of the doors. I mean, like literally Team 2 can just build pure energy shield doors, and Team 1 can build pure energy shield doors, and Team 2 can't do anything. It is an absolute tragedy to watch right now. And Team 1, and Team 2 can't use energy shield doors at all because EMP cannons from Moonshine, because Moonshine is the best counter to Moonshine. Which is just kind of the silliest thing, like one of the silliest interactions in the game. But, okay, there's a howitzer going down. No shotgun from Team 2, which means that howitzer gets free reign. Howitzer can do whatever it wants. There's no ability for Team 2 to shut this down outside of maybe... No, there's no way it's getting shut down. There's not enough AA from Team 2. Howitzer lands. Does damage to the energy shield doors. Do I see a follow-up? No follow-up. EMP going out. Nils looking a little bit risky here. Alright. There goes down the shotgun. Ethan accelerator. Okay, you know what? I'll ask Ethan if he wants to play with me. And then what I'll do is I'll build the accelerator while he actually wins. Seeing a based FPL, watching later to learn the base. Yeah, I mean, I guess if you want to learn how to actually build a base, FPL is generally the good place to watch. And just watching good gameplay in general. Anyways. There goes the shotgun up for Nils. Though, I mean, it's kind of rough because that EMP is going to make that shotgun's life hell. Like, once Team 1 learns where the shotgun is, all they have to do is EMP the doors of the shotgun and then follow up with howitzer. That's how you play that. But just having a shotgun does just make Team 1's life harder, though that's a second howitzer going down, plus a 20mm. Like, Team 1 is absolutely taking this game away, and Team 2 still has zero answer to energy shield doors. Oh, there's the answer. I didn't realize Nils built munition plant, but he did. Very good for him. He's going to be able to start punishing Benzine. I imagine what the plan is. Nils shoots cannon at this laser, kills one of the energy shield doors. Laser follows up, kills the plasma beam. That's how it's going to work. Anyways, laser shot going down, killing the shotgun. Collapse on base, collapse on Nils. Nope, Nils stays alive on that base. Very close. It looked very near collapsing there. A few blinking struts here and here. And here. Oh my god. 3 blinking struts, that is very risky. But without the howitzer, it's looking very bad, especially because the second howitzer just came up. Once everything is reloaded, I imagine it's going to be a knockout combo here. Okay, he got rid of that piece of wood. That howitzer should be able to fire now. EMP going across the map. Shut down the gunner on bottom. And that shotgun I don't think is going to build in time. Alright, there goes one howitzer. Second howitzer coming out. Not that much damage, honestly. Kind of disappointing. EMP going out again. Shutting down the shotgun, so it's no longer upgrading. That's going to slow... I imagine they're going to be able to get another howitzer shot off before the shotgun upgrades there. Anything interesting coming from the back base is not really. They're just expanding energy. There it is. Cannon shot, hitting those. Laser follow-up, absolutely destroying everything. That was the plan, and it worked out well. All you needed was one active, shut down everything, follow up with lasers, and that is Benzine. Very, very badly hurt. And now the fact that he can't just abuse the energy or laser doors is an absolute tragedy. However, Nils is also getting kind of owned here. All of the defenses in this base have been kind of absolutely destroyed. That is an insane amount of eco damage. Fire spreading at the front of his base. That he realized it. Okay. Fire beam going down. Almost a snipe there from the sniper. Door closes just in time before the sniper takes it out again. Okay. Shotgun. Double shotgun. Very, very nice shotgun from Julian over here. That's actually gonna probably shut down. Like Nils was, if one more howitzer landed there, Nils was like probably dead. But I think the fact that this howitzer is pretty much gonna guarantee shoot down at least one howitzer, or the shotgun's gonna guarantee shoot down one howitzer this game, which means that it's gonna be the momentum for Team 1 is definitely slowed down a lot. Okay, that EMP, that door's EMP'd open. Sniper, second sniper gone. Very nice from Team 1. Shotgun doing its thing. Come on, fire the second howitzer while the shotgun's on cooldown. Please, man. Fire the second howitzer before it reloads. No? No, okay. I mean, they don't know. I guess they don't know the full situation on the ground. How many shotguns there are and where. I think that was Benzine going for that shotgun, but missing. A second shotgun going down for Julian. Means that it's going to go like... probably like this. Shotgun, one howitzer landing, doing a lot of damage. That, the one door in between that, plasma beam and death. Why aren't you talking within curses? You know what happened last time I streamed within curses? I was like, you know, I think Firebird is overpowered. And he's like, no, Firebird is cool. And I was like, I think Firebird is overpowered. I think because it's being overused and ranked and everybody's using it and nobody's having fun. But he's like, Firebird looks cool. And I was like, well, okay. And then of course Firebird got nerfed like a few months later because he was overpowered. But like me and Curses, we don't get along because Curses is more for there for like, I don't know. He's more for there for like a lot of the visual. Like I think we disagree on a lot of things because, you know, we have differing opinions on what is overpowered and what is not. And last time I didn't exactly enjoy it too much. So I didn't ask to stream with him. Oh, so I didn't know I was going to stream this today. Like, one of my friends just told me that they were playing FPL today, and I was like, oh. Well, I mean, I guess I could stream it. I have nothing else to do. So, now here I am. Oh, sniper shot. Second sniper shot. You have that sniper shot. Kill the shotgun. You can hit it. Nice. Okay. That's the main shotgun dead. No shotguns from top base. There's still 2 shotguns on bottom base, though I don't know if they're going to open fast enough to be able to counter the... There's triple howitzer coming up here in a second. One going across the map. Didn't get... That shotgun got shut down. That is actually extremely convenient for Team 1. Are they going to follow up with a second howitzer? No follow-up. Okay, that shotgun is now dead. Second howitzer going up. Shotgun did react in time. That shotgun is exposed, though. Though through the top. They're only hitting the door right here. So that's kind of a shame for them. Sniper going down here for map control. Though I don't imagine. I imagine that's going to get shut down because all like team 1 over here is a bunch of door snipers. EMP going across the map. That shut down the howitzer, or not the howitzer. That shut down the shotgun. Do we see howitzer follow up? There's no AA. All the shotguns up here are upgrading. There's no that. Okay. There's one howitzer. Shotgun just got back up. Is it too late? Maybe. Okay, and there goes Nils, and he's dead. Okay, very, very nice combo there. Like, good team coordination from Team 1 over here. Nils is now dead. It's just Julian left. And he built down. Not exactly the prettiest way of building down. But, you know, he's a little bit under a lot of stress here. Oh, so, you know, finals of the tournament. I would be too. Alright, all the lasers getting shut down here from bottom base Ken. And the connection's all gone. No AA left. And now the howitzers pretty much just get free raid here. I mean, Julian does have a lot of shotguns, but he's under so much pressure right now. There's a bunch of lasers, cannons, and also manning all the shotguns. Oh, insane shot. Doesn't drop the base, though. I don't think that's enough to win. It's very, very nice laser shot, though. The fact that Cloud Alla's base survived that is kind of cooked, though. Like, it doesn't really matter because, I mean, Julian can't really kill Benzine here, and he can't really kill Cloud Alla's either with just lasers. Just because of the amount of energy shields and metal that there is everywhere, he can't really kill anybody, and, you know, this man's just going to take his time, rebuild all the howitzers, and then, you know, go back to having his good old time shooting Julian. Maybe I should buy forts. Exactly. If you want to buy forts, you know what? Having more people in the player base would be nice so that everybody can stop complaining that the game is dying. The game is never dying. It always stays at the same, but everybody's like, oh my god, the player base is like 50 less than a month ago. Game's dead. And it's like, really? Intelligent. Okay. You know what? That's fine. You can believe that. You know, I've been here for 5 years and the player base has roughly stayed the same, so, you know, whatever. But Harbingers of Doom, you know, everybody likes Harbinging Doom. Saying that the world is ending is a very popular thing to say. Gains a lot of traction and attention. Alright. I mean, he EMP'd the shotgun, that is true, however, not exactly a howitzer to follow that up with. Going for an overshot there. Oh, wait, that door has been EMP'd open. And, okay, they didn't even hit the door, they just got an overshot there again. But anyways, plasma beam dead, down to 2 plasma beams on top. That's Team 2's entire armament, compared to 4 plasma beams and 1 fire beam, 1 cannon, 1 howitzer from Team 1 over here. Never mind, down 1 plasma beam. Top base lost 1. Will you stream tomorrow? It depends if I want to stream tomorrow. Tomorrow's Sunday. Maybe. Maybe I'll just record tomorrow, edit a video tomorrow. Okay, Team 2 going for that door snipe. Didn't hit the howitzer, though. And down to 1 plasma beam for Team 2. We're going to finally get the howitzer shooting here. Shooting the howitzer is kind of risky, though, because that's kind of the one way he dies, is by getting that howitzer door sniped. Because, I mean, like, he has to open all of these doors, and where does that lead? Directly to his core. It'll be interesting if he fires this. I would get more metal, like, right... I don't think he actually get metal back there, but... A little bit of a risky thing to fire that howitzer. Maybe he just doesn't fire the howitzer. I don't think he's going to fire the howitzer. Yeah, he's not going to fire that. I think he's decided it's too much of a risk to fire the howitzer, considering the fact that he could just die here. Alright, and that's his last plasma beam door sniped. Now he just has a building howitzer, and now bottom base feels comfortable firing his own howitzer, and then Buzzsaws going across the map here. Very nice. By the way, for Calc, look up Lamar's lecture notes. Help me through my aerospace degrees. You know what? I'll write that down. And if Lamar's lecture notes is just some troll, I would also not be surprised. But you know, I'm always willing to take some advice from chat, and you know, surely this is gonna be a real thing and not just like, you know, the instruction for a or for some chemical bomb. Chlorine bomb. I hear that you can make those in chemistry labs. Anyways, 2 mines down to 5 mines for Julian from his old peak of 7. That kind of hurts to see. Oh, they're really going for that last mine. I mean, it's pretty over regardless, but if that last mine dies, it'd be even more over. You don't want louder music. Music's kind of loud. He's happy with the louder music? Probably. Alright, down to 2 mines. Down to 1 mine. Oh, almost got the howitzer there as well, but ran out of energy. And selling off the howitzer to stay alive a little bit longer. And the howitzer is his last hope of actually doing damage here, so kind of a shame he has to sell it, but going for a plasma beam instead. I guess he can still go for the enemy howitzer snipe. But even if he kills the howitzer, probably still not enough. Probably would still die to the fact that Benzene is way, way ahead here. Like, I mean, look at this. And now there's mortars. As of course there's mortars. There's 2 mortars to tickle him a little bit. And is that GG? That is GG. Well played. Okay, 3-1 for Row. Very, very nice. That means next match is going to be match point for the entire tournament, which is pretty cooked. Pretty cooked for Team 2 over here. Julian and Nils not exactly having the greatest time, but that's whatever. Caverns it is. Caverns is mainly like a portal nuke laser type of deal. Bottom base generally also goes cannons, like howitzers, but generally mostly it's the top base is like lasering each other's nukes down, and that is normally how it goes. That's normally how it goes. Though you never know. Like maybe they decide they're gonna go pure lasers today. Like top base actually just not going cannons is kind of troll though. Like the distance is too far. Lasers are just way too good. Especially because, like, if you don't go lasers, then the enemy can just build portal nukes on you. And if you don't have laser AA, you're pretty just dead. So, this game is map is pretty much guaranteed laser. At least one person on each team has to go lasers. If not both. But generally, bottom base go like howitzers because it's decently close range. And then big tank for usually bottom base because it's the closer base. And then top base generally gets more aggressive. But that's just generally most games I see on this map. It could be different this time. Commanders, I do not know. I'm now waiting. Guys, what's abiophobia? AI phobia. I have no idea. This is a that is a term that I feel like they just say fear of something, right? Like you don't have to like make some complicated word. Fluoride is more reactive, so chlorine isn't the best. Oh, okay. Because if the bomb is lethal enough, then that's pretty cooked. The I love reactions like that where it's like the U.S. military is only using 3 kilograms of nitrogen in their bombs. What are they, stupid? They could use hydrogen instead and then blow up the entire city instead of just the hospital. What? What do you mean you could even like the hydrogen is also cheaper? So why wouldn't you just rid the just kill all the civilians as well, bro? You don't need to just kill all the people in the hospital. Cloud should play a game of checkers in between games. I love the music that plays when I watch gaming. Really, you guys want Twitch? I just turned on Twitch. Anyways, going on to a match point potentially here for Team 2. Benzine and Clawwall's back on Team 2, playing Seep. Seep is a nuke commander, pure, plain and simple. And then Team 1 over here playing Armadillo, very defensive commander, very good AA. Like, their AA is very good simply because the doors open and close fast. It's going to be a trouble. Like, good matchup for Team 1, I would say. I'd rather be a Team 1 in this situation than Team 2, because Team 1 can just and also on Armadillo active, you get cheaper repair. So if the nukes hits your wood, and then you just press the active, it instantly repairs everything, and for super cheap. So Team 1's kind of busting here. Though that's it, Seep nukes are very hard to deal with simply for the fact that you don't know where they're going because it doesn't tell you where they're painted. All you know is that there's Seep nukes firing. You don't know where they're going, and on active they always go extremely fast. And of course, also the warheads explode into swarms when they die, pretty much giving guaranteed damage. But I think Armadillo is still a better player. It's probably going to be late game eco from Team 1, and then more aggressive nukes from Team 2, if I had to guess. Last time I played a tournament was in school for volleyball. We got obliterated by people 2 years younger than us, who then proceeded to win the whole thing. I'm sorry to hear that. But then I feel like every time you try to do anything competitive, there's always those people that are just there for fun, and then those people who are there to win. Like, it's the same thing in both competitive games. Like, if you play like Overwatch, I think it's, or like any like competitive shooter game, it's kind of the same deal. Or if you're just trying to have fun, there's gonna be people there that like their entire life goal is to become the best Overwatch player, and then suddenly you can't have fun because the best Overwatch player just showed up, and that was practicing his aim for 3 hours before the match started, and it's like, oh, I guess I'm not here for fun anymore. I say that as I play multiple competitive games. Anyway, sniper control from Team 1, double sniper, triple sniper from Team 1 actually. Julian has 2 snipers, just pressuring Benzine's turbine on bottom here. But again, it's Armadillo snipers, which means that the doors instantly open and close, which means that there is pretty much no counterplay for because the door closes faster than the sniper projectile travels across the map, so you can't exactly door snipe the enemy snipers when an Armadillo doored. So Benzine is kind of just forced to take the snipers on his turbines, and surprised he didn't go for a buzz or for sandbag defense on his turbines. But apparently, Team 1 has just kind of forgotten they have turbines and is no longer pressuring the snipers, which is really interesting. Clawwall is actually not going for a nuke rush. He's rather going for upgraded mines first. Normally, when I say see Seep nukes, they go directly for the missiles and kind of slow down on eco and going for heavy tech, but no, Clawwall is going for the normal build of upgraded mines into probably heavy tech into probably nukes, which is kind of odd. Seep is generally more aggressive. Also seeing upgraded mine from bottom base down here from Benzine. So upgraded eco, and that's about it. Laser tech as well, I guess, to help the nukes get across the map. I guess maybe Clawwall doesn't go any laser tech, and that's why we're seeing laser tech out of bottom base. Normally, bottom base goes munition plants, otherwise known as cannons, howitzers, 20mm, as a kind of secondary to top base's lasers. But I don't think top base is going lasers at all, just to conserve on money. Probably going to go pure nukes, buzzsaws. And then over here, we're seeing laser tech. You're seeing double laser tech. That's probably simply for the fact that you can get more laser AA. So, probably double. I don't imagine top base is going to be going nukes here, simply for the fact he's already sold off his tier 1 tech, has no red tech to be seen. Double AP sniper from team 2 over here. Shotgun as well, putting pressure on Benzine. Destruction is pretty... That is fair. Explosions in this game are extremely nice. Everybody just building up a shitload of wood. Is this guy going to go for 5 nukes? I've never seen somebody actually use all 5 nuke slots. Most people just do 4 and then forget about it, because going for the 5th one requires you to build a 3rd portal, which is expensive. Because portals by themselves are very... Like, if you want to run a portal set, it costs 2 turbines of full energy production, which is not cheap. It's not cheap at all. So getting like an extra portal set requires 2 more turbines to keep that portal upkeep. So normally most people don't go for all 5 nukes here, but the fact that he isn't going for a heavy tech makes me think he's going to go for a 5th nuke, right? Because like, what else is going to use resources on? So I wouldn't be surprised if we see that, but it'll be very interesting. That'll be a new strategy I haven't seen before. And then Julian going for pure lasers, double plasma beam for this guy, 1 plasma beam for Nils, and then Benzine has 0 weapons. Well, I mean, I guess he's been getting pressured a lot by the snipers this game, so that's understandable. He also still has all his techs. He hasn't sold them off for extra weapon building. There goes down his first fire beam. I imagine he's going pure fire beams here, just for the sake of helping the nukes get across the map. I mean, Team 2's game plan is pure nuke, and then Team 2's game plan is pure nukes. Team 1 is just to defend against nukes. I mean, that's why it explains so many plasma beams. Plasma beams are the best weapon against countering nukes. Because they insta-kill anything that goes across them, pretty much. Which is very nice. Fire beams can be okay too, but they're a little bit more inconsistent. Because it's hard, like, you can only... Fire beams only work when you fire the fire beam when the nukes are over here. If they're anywhere else on the map, not very good defensively. Very good offensively, though, to shut down AA, like Nils is building over here. And we're seeing 0 AA. Really, Julian? You sold off the purple tech and now you're rebuilding it. Okay. You know, maybe you needed that resources for something, I don't know. Anyways, that's an AA plasma beam, especially, or that's pretty much exclusively for shooting bottom base. Looks pretty much exclusively for shooting bottom base. With that angle. And maybe even shutting down a few nukes. There goes the double howitzer going down. Not the double portal going down for the nukes going out. And we'll see whether all this AA is good enough to defend against it. Nils, 4 gunners, 1 flak, 3 more gunners in the back, 1 more trench flak and a sniper, and 2 gunners for Julian for AA purposes. And Benzine has 2 fire beams out. And it's going to be actually very interesting. Okay, using active, so those will be faster nukes. There goes out the first nuke lands. Second nuke didn't fire. And ran out of energy, I think. Very good starting off thing for Team 2. However, that didn't really do any damage. Going to be honest, like they lost like 2 gunners up here and some wood. Nothing important hit. However, so a little bit disappointing first volley for Team 2 over here. It's not looking good for them. Going to be honest. Team 1 is looking very, very strong here, and Team 2, I don't know. It seems like they're stuck trying to shoot a large block of wood that has a lot of defenses and a lot of AA everywhere. And I imagine what Team 1 is going to do over here. Focus down the bottom base, try and kill all the fire beams, plasma beams, and then kill top base once team bottom base is dead. That's what I would do. Because top base is just a pure block of wood. Like, you're not getting any value out of shooting this, respectively. Pure wood, pure sandbags. Shooting this would be the first mistake. So Benzine's going to be under a lot of pressure here. And if the fire beams go down, I do not think the nukes are ever going to land. The fire beams are absolutely imperative for the nukes to land. And oh my god, he got killed by his own swarms. The nuke exploded from the swarms, and 2 of them just turned around and that is insane. I've never seen that before. You know what? There's a first time for everything, and when it's in an FPL game, why not? Why not? You know what? You know, I'm happy. A little bit sad that that interaction happened in a competitive game, especially the final round of a tournament, because I feel if I was Team 2 right now, I would feel so scammed, man. I would be like, what the fuck are you doing, my dude? I'm paying you to shoot the enemy, not me, but then you turn around and shoot me instead. Oh my god. That I am just in shock that happened. And now it's Benzine in a 1v2. And it's pretty cooked. I'm not gonna lie. It's Benzine guy's probably not gonna get very far. I mean, I guess he could get a shot up here on Juliet, maybe, but like he's gonna be under so much pressure. Double fire beam, plasma beam, plasma beam, plasma beam. There's so much damage here, and there goes some EMPs going down to get even more pressure. Not looking good for Team 2. Looks like this game's probably going to go on another round, but, you know, we never know. Maybe Benzine can somehow pull this back, though I would be shocked if that was the case. Isn't Portal Nukes kind of degenerate? Only in 4v4s. And 2v2s, they're not as strong. Everybody knows how to play against Portal Nukes, and 2v2s are not as strong. And 4v4s, though, they're OP. Especially because usually 2 bases can get Portal Nukes. And, you know, it's kind of annoying. But in competitive matches, not so much. In competitive matches, people can actually, like, know how to counter them. Anyways. 2 more EMPs landing here. Shutting down everything. Both plasmas shut down. No more reloading or firing. Going directly for that plasma there. Using active from Team 1 here. I have no idea why they use active. Active is a purely defensive active. There's actually one thing that active does offensively. It allows snipers to shoot through two layers of AP snipers to shoot through 2 layers of wood. Though they have no AP snipers. Other than that, it helps repair go faster and for cheaper. And there's nothing to repair here. And of course, the tactical Among Us. As everybody knows, when you're in an advantageous position, you build an Among Us to gain a moral victory. I mean, realistically, there's nothing Benzine can do here, though. There's EMPs, which he can't deal with, and there's just so many lasers. So, it's probably GG. Will you play some games after? Maybe. Probably not, though. I don't want to eat after this. There's nothing to eat in this house. It's kind of a problem when I go home to my parents. Every time they just have like a bunch of ingredients for food. They have no actual food, right? You know? Like, you know, I look in the drawer for some snacks and there's nothing there. It's just a bunch of healthy stuff and I'm like, where's my potato chips? They're like, we don't have potato chips. I'm like, why? And they're like, I don't know. Potato chips aren't healthy. We don't eat potato chips. I'm like, no, what about me? I'm here like every few months now because of college. Anyways, GG. Julian Nils taking another game, 2-3. It's still the case though that if Benzine and Klaus just win 1 game, if they could win this game, it'd be GG. But you know, Nils and Julian have to still win 2 more games before they can win as well. And everybody's replaying. I think the same thing happened to them before in the tournament, just that they didn't die from it. Yeah, 32 swarm missiles will kill a core. Just 2 swarm missiles will kill a core. So if 1 swarm missile hits, and it doesn't count, but 2 swarm missiles needs to kill a core there. And it looks like 2 did. That was extremely rough for them. A little bit of a scam thing. It's always nice to see Seep being played, but generally Seep doesn't win too often, which is kind of a shame because Seep is a cool idea for a commander, but right now he's not very strong. I think Warthog would have been a better choice for stronger lasers, and then you go late game nukes instead of immediate nukes, but that's just me. That is incredibly unlucky. It was incredibly unlucky. Though I imagine you got a 3-minute delay on reaction. A little bit sad, but I'm sitting here in the lobby. There's nothing happening. Well, oh, I do have this open. Huh. Actually, I probably should not open Discord. If I accidentally open the wrong channel, the wrong server, I'm sure I would lose a lot of my how do I say this? Goodwill, my virtue, my dignity. I'm sure you guys would all be like, oh my god, this guy. Oh my god. Okay, Wingman 2v2. That map I don't play very often. Yeah, I don't actually know what the meta on this map is going to be. I never play Wingman 2v2 because I'm like, why wouldn't you just play vanilla 2v2, which is a better map? And also, I hate the Wingman bases. Stupid ass base. I hate that base. And whenever I put in a Wingman base, I'm like, why was I put here? Base is designed terribly. I have to redo the whole thing. Really annoying. Anyways, let's see already up here. From Clawalis. Perhaps the final game. I'm really interested in what the commander choice, because we haven't seen any Hurricane yet and any Overdrive. There's just been a lot of other commanders, a lot of Moonshine, Armadillo, and even Seep before even Warthog. No Eagle Eye either. We got saw, yeah. So you go. Among Us indeed. I think that's. I mean, at every Forge tournament there has to be an Among Us, right? If there isn't an Among Us, then like you're doing something wrong. My phone's at 3%. Actually, I didn't charge my phone overnight. I just expect to have a charger next to my computer, but at my dad's house, there's no like cable. I guess I can plug it into my own actual PC. Like, cost to plug. I already used all the spots for like the microphone, the keyboard, the mouse. Anyways, back to perhaps the last game. Julian Nils on team 2, Klaus Benzine on team 1. And we're seeing sniper opening from bottom base. No sniper from Nils. No sniper from Julian. Nope, there's a sniper. Very nice. And I imagine they're just going to immediately start harassing each other's turbines. It was Armadillo versus Overdrive. Okay, finally seeing an Overdrive play. Armadillo for team 1, though. I guess after losing against it, they decided that it was time for them to actually abuse the doors themselves. Because now, they get the instant opening and closing doors, which are just completely overpowered. You're going to fire the sniper to demonstrate? Please, Clawalis? Please? There we go. Look at that. Very fast opening close. Anyways, their Benzine also going for a sniper there. And immediately just trying to pressure the turbines. That's fair. I'm going to force out 2 sandbags from Nils and some lesser turbine efficiency. And he's going to be forced to repair that turbine for lost resources. Benzine going to harass Julian as well. No, he doesn't seem to be hitting anything. Now he seems to be hitting something. Okay. Going for those turbines. I'm probably going to force out sandbags from Julian here as well. Or at least just a piece of wood. Slowing them down. Very good value there. Ooh. Mine getting hit is really bad. Mines are extremely expensive to repair. Because not only do you have to repair the mine, but you also lose them when it's repairing. It's not producing resources. So it is very bad. Not exactly the most ideal thing there. Anyways, team 1 does have the map control purely because of the door difference. And they're pretty much, and top base is pretty much just free to snipe out Julian's turbines forever, though he doesn't seem to be too inclined to do so. He just doesn't want to. I guess he's too tired right now. Not seeing a lot of APM usage. Nils at 100 APM, Julian 150, Benzine and Klaus hovering around 150 themselves. And there's nothing much to do right now. That everybody's just building up. Purple Tech Upgrade Center, Purple Tech Upgrade Center, Red Tech, and Julian just has Upgrade Center. Makes sense. Overdrive, you don't need to build tier 1 tech. You could just kind of skip it. And so I'm interested in what Nils does with the Purple Tech, because Nils doesn't need to build the Purple Tech either. He could have just skipped and got Upgrade Center Heavy Tech. But I imagine he just wants it for shotguns. It would make sense if he just wanted it for shotguns. He wants to build a shotgun to be able to counter enemy howitzers. I imagine both players are going to go howitzers here. It is a very close range. Like, the distance between these two bases is actually nothing. So it's very common to see howitzers on this map. Nils double dooring a sniper to counteract the AP sniper. Anything exposed up here? This core is exposed. This core can be AP sniped. No, let's see if Klaus goes for that. I imagine Klaus is first going to go for the sniper there. I don't think Julian realizes his core is exposed to that AP sniper right now. I wouldn't think of it either because it's just such a weird case, but you could get some free core damage off that, which could be a little bit catastrophic. After this, play some Alex upgrades with some AI-controlled weapon for the funny. Yeah, go from the most peak gameplay to the most degenerate. Yeah, I'll do one. But at that point, I would just, like, if I'm going to play a lot of mod, and I may as well turn that into a video, so I could at least, like, you know, profit off of my pain. Instead of just being painful for the sake of being in pain. No storages from Nils, so maybe not a howitzer. Laser tech from Julian, laser tech from Clau, and laser tech from Benzine. Double laser tech for Team 1 is interesting, actually. I'm not used to seeing that. Generally, bottom base goes munitions plant, even if just for cannons and or 20 millimeters. Because 20 millimeters are also extremely good at this range. I mean, at this close range, 20 millimeters have so little spread that they can do a good amount of damage. But it doesn't appear that they want to play at all with the munitions plant. They're going pure lasers, which, I mean, I guess with Armadillo is fair because of the door sniping potential. Just being able to immediately open your doors, try and kill the enemy heavy weapons through their doors. Yeah, that is a fair idea. Really, I'm building a space for his first weapon up here. He is okay. There goes down the first plasma beam for him. Nils still has zero storages. I mean, is he just... Nope, there's... is that going to be the storages? Yep. Storages for the howitzer going down now. That's going to be probably howitzer play out of him. And extra storages for a plasma beam from Klaualis. And Benzine as a plasma beam himself. Well, this isn't a Moonshine game, so there's not going to be as easy of a counter of just building energy shield doors everywhere to counter all the lasers. Team 2 is actually out to defend against this intelligently, which is hopefully they do. Anyways, Nils going for a EMP here. Imagine just to harass and help the howitzer land. That's going to come eventually, right? Yep, he's almost there at the resource limit. You're gonna place it right here. Okay, there's the howitzer going down. And that will be absolutely terrifying if that does land. Klaus does have a purple tech upgrade center for shotguns if he wants to build one. So he does have the counter available to him if he goes for it. Cloud clutch with APM. He's better than in curses. What do you mean? I'm not in the game. I'm not playing the game. I'm spectating. Everybody is just building a base. Nobody's firing. Bending going for 2 lasers down here. Julian rather opting to put them on top. With a little bit of a design difference. I don't actually know which one I like better. I think I would like the top ones better. Just because, like, if this gets disconnected, it also risks collapsing your base, which is kind of scary. EMP going across. EMPing nothing except this one door. Which, you know, I guess that's something. Second howitzer going down for Nils. Good for him. If both those howitzers land, I imagine that's going to be bottom base down on the spot. Though he does have a shotgun going down with a flak right there. Anyways, lost one plasma beam for Benzine over here. Kind of a shame for him. And he has fired his own plasma beam, killed the fire beam. Okay, interesting trade there. Lost a plasma beam in exchange for a fire beam. Not exactly the best, but it is something. And he learned that the fire beams were single-doored. EMP shutting down the door and the bottom EMP for Nils. 4 gunners are up. 4 gunners generally are able to shut down one howitzer. So 4 gunners plus 1 shotgun should be able to shut down both howitzers if he gets lucky. If he doesn't get screwed over by RNG. Now, it's kind of shocking that Klaus isn't going for the snipe on this EMP. He is Armadillo, so sniping that EMP is relatively easy. And kind of surprised he doesn't go for it. Still doesn't go for it. Okay, EMP lands, shuts out his plasma beam on bottom. He only has one plasma beam down here. That's his entire armament of weapons, which is kind of looking really risky considering that if ever, like, he is Klaus is technically on a time limit. Like, if he gets bad RNG with the gunners, he will just die to the howitzers. So he does have to do some damage eventually to stop both the howitzers from, like, being able to fire indefinitely. But we'll see. Buzzsaw is being countered by the laser beam, kind of funnily enough. They're just fired at the same time. Exposed fire beam goes down to the sniper. Used up his shotgun, though the second howitzer is not ready yet. So, doesn't matter. The gunner shut down the howitzer by themselves, didn't need the shotgun, but shotgun got used anyways. Got a door sniper as Armadillo. Okay, that's kind of embarrassing. Though the EMP is dead on bottom. EMP being dead is actually kind of really bad for Nils, because if he can't EMP the enemy shotgun, then he can't really get value out of his weapons. Oh, okay, that's kind of unexpected. I didn't even think of that. Nils is just going for top base. But what? Yeah, okay. Now he just pulls a shotgun back here to defend his teammate, Benzine, to make sure that that Nils is forced to shoot front base and doesn't have the option of also shooting back base. Very good. Gotta play modded with a 10 times a gather mod and suffer for eternity as the game will never end. Nah, the game will end. A game only never ends if the other players are good, which is rare. Only in a mod tech with adamantium and infinite storages. That is true. Adamantium can be a little bit silly. Okay. Laser kills, door sniped his laser. Both midi doored actually. So that is, I was like, the fact that Julian immediately killed Benzine's one of two lasers, and then Benzine with a single plasma beam came back, killed all both fire beams and the plasma beam is very impressive. Very nice aim for Benzine to be able to do that. And now the front bases are kind of having an epic duel where one plasma beam for damage and then everything else is built around trying to get the shotguns to land here. Howitzer goes out, gets shut down by the plasma beam of all things. No reaction with the shotgun. The sniper reaction was kind of funny though. Sniper was not enough to actually shut down the shotgun. You need a howitzer, or for not shut down the howitzer. You need a shotgun for that, which is a little bit of a shame for Klaualis here to take some more damage than he needed to. He had the defenses available, and now that shotgun's absolutely gonna shut down all of the gunners. Mortars out of Julian, combined with fire beams from bottom base. Uh-oh. Got a little bit of lag there. Did I drop a few frames? That was not me. I did not drop frames there. That was somebody else's internet, which is kind of funny. Anyways, there goes the plasma beam from Klaualis. Got killed by the plasma beam from Julian over here. A little bit of a tragic thing for him. And now that since Nils has apparently laser beams as well, he can pretty much guarantee those mortars are going to land. We're just going to put a lot of pressure on Team 1 over here. Because now they're dealing with not only howitzers from front, they're dealing with mortars from the back and laser beams. Actually, almost all the techs. 4 out of the 5 techs from bottom base. Very rare to see in a competitive game. Most people tech minimize to save resources, but I guess he just needs the utility of everything. Okay, going for that EMP. Just the problem with going laser in front base, they just don't have the power to actually like do a lot of damage to all this dense wood and stuff. Wonder if it would have been better for him to go howitzers, but you know, I don't want to do hindsight bias on this guy where I'm like, yeah, now that he's lost, it would have been better to do howitzers. I have no idea for sure. Both plasmas are still alive versus double howitzer, double fire beam. Anyhow, okay, shotgun shut down. We see howitzer follow up. There is no shotgun for the front here. Now we see. Okay, looks like they're looking for a plasma beam AA. No, okay. Shotgun is now available again to shut down all the howitzers. Nils is full of energy. You can fire all the weapons you want. He is actually almost floating. He is floating. There we go. There goes one of the howitzers. Fire beam going out. Second howitzer going out. Lands. Collapse the base, perhaps? And he's gone. Okay, Clawless has been defeated. Double howitzer doing double howitzer things. Julian shooting the mortars at the corpse, as Julian likes to do. Now it's Benzine left alone again. And not looking great. Oh, there's a Foxhole player. I'm not surprised to see Fox. I think Foxhole players and Forge players actually have quite a bit of crossover. I think it's like a similar type of game. Like, they're both team games where you have to build up technically build something. Oh my god! Insane howitzer there, cutting off and just collapsing his base. Okay. Wow, okay, it's 3-3. We're gonna go for the 4th game as a tiebreaker to see who takes the whole thing in the best of 7. Very well played from both teams. Though the howitzer play, I'm going to be honest, I think I prefer, especially on the close range type map. Lasers don't do enough damage at that range. Howitzers are just too easy to land in, like, you just get an EMP out to shut down the shotguns, and then howitzer lands for free. I'm going to go blow my nose. I'll be right back. My nose has been cleared, and there's a... What? There's a new map? That is crazy. What the heck? Who made this? Oh, a French player made this map? No wonder there's so many straight lines everywhere. French people are a big fan of straight lines. Anyways... Yeah, well, this game goes. I've never actually seen this map before, so I'm going to be excited to see what is exactly strategies on this map, because I have no idea. I have no idea. I've never even seen this map before, which is kind of shocking, because I usually know all the maps. But this map isn't part of the base game. This is a creator or player made map, not by the devs. Benzine and Clawell is going to ready it. But actually, I'm going to be interested to see the commander run out here. Maybe another overdrive. Still see no hurricane, which is kind of shocking. Hurricane, hurricane plus 100% reload speed can just be really, really scary. But nobody appears to want to use him. Maybe there's a lack of energy production or something. I didn't want to watch Incursus. Yeah, Incursus. I mean, Incursus is a little bit more PC, I guess. He doesn't stray from the game. If you're just looking for just the game, I think Incursus is just better. I talk about a lot of other stuff than the game, and I think that's both why people like me and why people don't like me. I know sometimes I see comments that are just like, you just yap about, like, I came here for the game and then I got your life story. What are you doing? And I'm just like, well, you know, that's just what I do. And I'm like, this sucks. I'm like, okay. Is what it is. Anyways, final game. No matter who wins here, Benzie and Clawhouse on team 1, Nils and Julian on team 2. Weren't these people on the left side last? Shouldn't they be? Okay, that doesn't matter. Who am I supporting? I'm rooting for Clawhouse and Benzine. I think Clawhouse and Benzine I've known for longer. Nils and Julian are just kind of Germans that I've never really talked to before. Clawhouse is a funny guy. The couple times I've talked to him, I've been quite entertained. And for that reason alone, like, I haven't talked to a lot of these people a lot. double to right. Actually, Spook is a very interesting commander. Spook got pretty heavily nerfed in the last update. Only steals 150 metal, 1500 energy, and versus Armadillo, which does a lot of damage with heavy weapons. So I imagine what I'm going to see. Well, I'm predicting. I'm doing a prediction here. What we're going to see is, I think we're going to see nukes top base, lasers bottom base. Locking it in. Nukes top base, laser bottom base. If not, I'd be a little bit sad. But the fact that it's going red tech, no more mines, makes me think this is nukes. And other than that, I think it would be howitzer bottom base, laser top base. But I think he's not using this extra space down here. So I think he's going to build maybe, how many nukes can he build there? He's going to build 2 nukes there. No, okay, never mind. Okay, he decided he wanted to build mines. Okay, I tried to predict stuff, but I'm not 100%. And now I don't actually know. I think we may see Armadillo howitzers instead out of bottom base and then lasers top base. Because apparently this guy doesn't want to go nukes and he'd just rather build mines. A little bit sad. Who are the NA obs accounts? Is one OG? I know that there's 3 accounts. And obs 1 is friended to Clawalis. I don't actually know. I do not know who these people are. Enemy obs 1 and enemy obs 2. I don't know. I mean, Cursus has to be like casting the game through somebody. I'm not exactly sure if he's doing it through a stream, like a Discord stream or something. I think Incursus may be one of them. But no, these are both European hosts. I mean, you can tell because Julian and stuff, they're only 33. I'm not exactly sure. Not exactly sure how this entire thing is working, but whatever. It doesn't really matter. The game is going. Anyways, we're seeing munitions plant. I imagine it's going to be just howitzer buzzsaw out of bottom base, lasers out of top base. Are we seeing actual rockets? Oh my god. Oh no. Not the rocket play. Nobody ever expects the rocket play. Very nice buzzsaw from Clawalis, cutting it down a few of the turbines there. Rocket play was not something I was expecting to see today. But with no upgraded mines, it's going to be very expensive to tank this. And this guy has no space defenses currently. Like, the initial strike from the rockets could be extremely dangerous. Top base going for upgrade center into heavy tech. So they sold off the tier 1 tech. We used to be a red tech, you can tell, because the buzzsaw going down. Top base is team 1 just going pure laser tech. 0 upgrade center, really. I mean, other than but nobody's going full upgraded eco. This guy's just going aggro. A very aggressive map, actually, because of the close range, I think. Cloud plays Ziggurat 44 after this. I don't want to. Cloud is the yapper. I am the yapper. People call me the yapper. All my friends are just like, all you do is yap on your YouTube channel. I don't understand this. And I'm just like, yes. #1 employment. Anyways, Nils exposing the 2 rockets. See if they first land. These are completely exposed, so if they don't kill that sniper, it could be dangerous. Going for the howitzer. Selling off the howitzer. No map control weapon there. From Nils. AP sniper was upgrading, so it's not usable. And Benzene is just kind of chilling in the back. Well, now it's going to be very, very... Clawalis only tanking two rockets, but also taking some howitzers from top base. It's extremely scary. 54% core percent. And smoke and shotgun coming up as well. Smoke is going to stop... I imagine smoke is purely there to stop him from being able to build. There goes Benzene's first AA going down, trenched AA facing downwards. So I imagine that shotgun from down here is going to be able to shoot that gunner and get some value. All right, shotgun not doing too much there. And now Clawalis is kind of fully defense against rock. However, Clawalis has been slowed out a lot. He lost his howitzer there, and he has 0 weapons. And you know, he's not exactly doing too great in the resource field, sitting around 300 metal. Not enough to actually build a weapon. And now Benzi is also forced to help defend and slow down his plasma beams. Double plasma beams going down for Julian, giving weapon, like, it's actually kind of insane how far ahead Team 2 is here. Considering the fact that how much money they spent on a bunch of random stuff. But the fact that the Team 1 had to sell off the howitzer is kind of tragic. Alright, that gunner just refusing to fire. Betrayal. There was two sets of rockets going above it, and it wasn't playable, and it's dead. Rip gunner. Alright, Cloud is opting for a cannon this time. And now there's sniper control going down. Pressuring all of Nil's exposed weapons. Sold off the smoke launcher time. Shotgun's still exposed. Armadillo howitzers. Armadillo howitzers are quite good. I quite like them. Especially because then you can also use AP miniguns to counter all the AA. Anyways, kind of a calm in the middle of a storm now. Nil's opting to sell off all of the rockets and probably move into something else. He's keeping one, but mostly sold everything off. And now he's just opting to upgrade all the mines, I guess, going for late game eco tank strat. And Benzine. And Julian just going pure lasers here. Benzine! 2 pieces of wood in between him and the enemy lasers. 5 pieces of wood in between him and the enemy lasers. So as long as Julian can aim this laser, Benzine is dead. And he's dead. No. Oh. No, the shotgun finish. It had use. Okay, there goes Benzine. To just one plasma beam. I mean, that's the use of having of being spooked. You know where everything is, and lasers into just killing the core. So Cloud has taken the lasers now. And counter door snipe into another door snipe. No door snipe. Okay. -1 fire beam for Julian. Though I imagine the Cloud is now under a lot of stress as he has to manage both bases and a rocket pressure. That's not very good. Why isn't Cloud playing in the FPL? Because I couldn't get a teammate. I asked Tar if he wanted to play with me, and he said he couldn't play, and then he played with Taichu. That was a little bit mean. A little bit sad about that one. Anyways, lasers going up. Nil's doing anything? He's building red tech now. I'm not exactly sure. Like, maybe he just wants to go buzzsaws. I guess he can just do pure tier 1 bullshit. Go buzzsaws, shotguns, rockets, and have fun that way. And then Cloud Wallace is selling off a few of the mines on top base. Okay, that's interesting. I guess he could be going nukes here. I guess that's the only real explanation, but he doesn't have nuke tech. How do you turn off chat? Do you not like the people in chat? That's fair. Nil's actually almost dying there. If there was a little bit more aim, he would have died. That is a Warthog laser. Very, very dangerous. There's a cannon ready. Cannon ready to kill. I guess, no, there was a complete... Oh, he didn't have enough energy. That's why, yeah. No energy for Cloud. Oh, he's selling off mines for energy. That's what he's doing. Okay, that checks out. He has 1 turbine. Okay, I understand why he's doing this stuff now. He's struggling for energy, but what has happened? Why is he replacing the mines? I'm so confused. He's easy to leading off and then replacing the mines. I'm not exactly sure why. I'd rather just keep the mines because you lose money when you sell and replace something, but what do I know? Some secret strategy here that I'm not aware of. Anyways, Nils is now fully armored up his core and making sure that his one goal seems to be making sure that he doesn't die here, which is a very valid goal. As long as he survives, I think everybody's okay. Okay, munitions plant is dead. All the AA is dead. Buzzsaw OP. There goes going down some more rockets for Team 2. Laser going down. Cannon follow-up. Not enough damage to kill the core. Lost his plasma beam. No heavy tech, no fire beam. He has 1 cannon left. Well, you know, it was actually kind of shocking. Like, Benzine and Cloud going 3-1 and now going 4-3. Losing 3 games in a row is rough. Ouchie. When will we see you on FPL? Never, probably. I am busy now. I don't have time to play Forts competitively. I know, shocking, I know, that I don't have infinite free time. I'm not in high school anymore, though. In high school, I could just do whatever I want whenever I wanted, but now now that I'm in college, I kind of have other stuff to do, and I often have to edit videos and stuff as well, which is kind of a lot of my free time being taken up these days. Alright, Claw is going for something here, some sort of door snipe. Didn't do very much there, sadly. Those rockets are doing a lot of damage. Red tech going up for Clawless, actually. Not exactly. Maybe plans to go for buzzsaws. Not exactly sure exactly what he wants to do with the red tech. But yeah. One plasma beam, second plasma beam. GG. Okay. That'll be Clawless and der Benzin Preisvergleicher taking the cup, and that's it. They won the FPL. Good for them. Good for them. Anyways, that was the FPL. When you see a Cloud and Curses team next FPL, we would get crushed. That would actually be the most one-sided team ever. Honestly, Cloud and Infinity Power would make a great FPL team. And maybe we would, if you didn't, like, you know, insult me a couple times and made me feel bad about myself, okay? I have an ego too, and my ego can be hurt. Anyways, I hope you enjoyed. That was the FPL final. I know I only started on the second game because of the stream delay stuff, but anyways,